Hey guys, so we're in day 5 of nap training. I wasn't gonna vlog today. I usually will do a couple of days at once so we don't have, tons and tons of videos. But I decided to make a video for today because today was great. We did so good today. Yesterday, day 4, was a complete nap disaster. I was feeling like just so lost and doubting myself and feeling like a complete failure. And today is, what a difference. Like, we just totally 180. Colton went to bed last night fine, as he normally does, a little bit earlier than normal. He was in bed by 6 o'clock because yesterday didn't go so well. I thought that I would just give today a quick run over because it went so well and I want to have a vlog that's good. I finally have a day that went well, so I want to share. So he woke up at 6:10 a.m. this morning. And then his first nap was at 8:13. We laid him down and he was crying a little bit, but not too much, just kind of like softly, mumbly crying to himself. And he was asleep at 8:15. Now I must say he was very drowsy when I put him down this morning, more than normal, more than he's supposed to be, but it's just kind of how it happened today. So he went to sleep rather quickly and he woke up at 8:46. So he was awake for 2 hours before I put him down. He pretty much passed out and he had 30 minutes of sleep. Nap number 2 was at 10:25. I laid him down and again he was crying a little bit lightly, just kind of as mumbly crying. He wasn't too upset and he was asleep by 10:30. And then at 11:03 he was awake, and when he woke up he wasn't really crying, like he wasn't upset at all. When I went in to go get him, he got really upset, which totally threw me. I mean, he usually cries a little bit more harder when he sees you because he wants you to pick him up, but he wasn't crying when I first went up there. And I waited at his door until he started getting a little whiny, and then I went and got him, and it took me a while to calm him down. Like, he was I brought him outside onto the porch because it was like the most beautiful day of the year so far. Today was 20 degrees and just absolutely perfect. So I brought him outside and that calmed him down. So for that one, he was awake for 1 hour and 40 minutes. It took him 5 minutes to get to sleep and he had 33 minutes of sleep. Nap number 3, I laid him down at 12:50. There was some crying, not a lot. He was asleep at 12:54 with not much fussing, and then at 1:21 he was awake. I let him stir there for a little bit because again he wasn't too fussy. And what I realized with the last nap is I didn't let him go long enough. I didn't give him a chance to put himself back to sleep. But I've been a little on edge because his poor throat is still like lost. He's not talking at all throughout the day. I cannot get him babbling for the life of me. He tries a little bit in the morning and you just like, he's lost his voice still from the amount of crying that he has done lately regarding naps. That nap was 1 hour and 45 minutes he was awake. It took him 4 minutes to get to sleep and he slept for 27 minutes. So that was complete success, the first 3 naps, which is the exact opposite of what happened yesterday. Nap number 4 at 3:23, I laid him down and he was crying a little bit and fussing. 3:26, I could see he was really trying to get himself to sleep, rocking his head, and he hadn't really cried too much yet, which was amazing. And then at 3:27, he was asleep. So my jaw hit the floor. I thought, oh my goodness, he went to sleep at nap time and he didn't really cry at all. And then he woke up at 3:33 and he was crying. But at 3:39, I could see he was making attempts at putting himself back to sleep. So for him, it's the head rocking. Like he cries, his arms are up and his feet are up, and then he just assumes the position and his hands go down or up and his legs go straight down, and then he just tilts his head to one side, or if he's stirring, he's rocking his head back and forth, he's trying to soothe himself to sleep. So at 3:43, he was asleep again. And then at 3:45, he was awake again. And this just went on until 4 o'clock. So for 40 minutes, he got 5 minutes of sleep, and then he was awake for 5 minutes, and then he got 7 minutes of sleep, and then he was awake for a few minutes. Like, it was just a really rocky nap, but it got him through. It got him right through until bedtime tonight. He did cluster feed this evening, which is something he hasn't done in a while. Like, he ate, a few minutes after he woke up at 4, or after I got him up at 4 o'clock. I fed him, and he had a full feeding then. He had another full feeding at 5, and then another full feeding at 6, and then again at 6:30, just before I laid him down. He was really looking for more to eat, and so I fed him again. Today, I gained a lot more confidence in just his cry. I've recognized his cries are very different now. Much like throughout the night, when he's waking up from his naps, his cry is very soft. It's not even really a cry. It's more of a mumbly cry, we call it. And I could see that he was making an effort to put himself back to sleep. So I think we are on the path to victory as far as nap training goes. It's been really, really tough. We haven't really had a good day as far as naps go until today. And even though his last nap, he didn't get much solid sleep, he was putting himself back to sleep. So hopefully tomorrow is going to be much, much, much better. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to continue on this sleep training and nap training journey with us, make sure you check out our sleep training videos for at night, and consider subscribing. Thanks.